Now the autumn leaves are falling, and the tourists have all gone, and the children, they have all gone back to school. And my life is as it was before. I work 8 hours a day, but the company's still making all the rules. But there's a girl in Massachusetts, south of Boston town, she said, and her lovely face is with me all the day. But I met her down in Old Julie, golden hair upon her head. I took her heart and she stole mine away. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. There's a song we sang all summer in the bars of Dublin town. I can hear it on the factory radio, and the feelings I remember when I hear that simple tune make me wonder if it really happened so. Or we laughed and loved together till the summer days were gone, and she had to fly across the ocean wide. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, until we meet again. I keep the fire burning deep inside, and some nights when I'm drinking and my friends have gathered round, when just for fun someone brings up your name, well, I smile there with the rest of them, but I can't hear a sound. I love you, but to them it's all the same. And nights when I'm alone, my love, you come into my mind, and visions flash across the Emerald Isle. While I watch the moon there up above, when I leave this earth behind, and I call you as I go sailing by. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. I wish that you were here, so say that I should still love her after the things she has done. You say it's best to forgive and forget. If I'm a big enough man, but you can't see the shadow I stand in, and you don't know her like I do. So don't tell me how to tie up my laces until you have walked in my shoes. Or you can't give advice on what's wrong or what's right until it has happened to you. So don't tell me how to tie up my laces until you have walked in my shoes. Oh, you've not walked a mile on these high feet of mine. You don't know the hurt I've been through. So don't tell me how to tie up my laces until you have walked in my shoes. No, don't tell me how to tie up my laces until you have walked in my shoes. When you ask how I've been here without you, I'd like to say I've been fine, and I do. But we both know the truth is hard to come by. And if I told the truth, that's not quite true. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes the cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Now the face that I see in my mirror, more and more is a stranger to me. More and more I can see there's a danger in becoming what I never thought I'd be. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes the cold wind blows a a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes the cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. My name is Matt from Dublin, and I'm living in London town. Searched all around for a girl of my own, but there wasn't one there to be found. So I went to dance on a Saturday night. I had a little drink and I felt just right. The first time there in my whole damn life, when I met my pretty young bride. And where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. Well, I walked her up to her own front door and I kissed her for the very first time. I liked her very much, so I asked her for a date next Saturday at 9:15. Well, I met her on that Saturday night. I asked her to marry me, she said she might. We just fashion time and we danced till late. Was my first and my very last date. And where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. My name is Matt from Dublin, and I'm living in London town. Been married to her now for 30 years and more, and it's going great guns and it's sound. We've a son of 32 and his name is Pat. He couldn't get a girl, he's shy like that. He went to a dance on a Saturday night and he met his pretty Miss Right. And I said to him, where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. You're a lady, you're shining waters, tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, day finds me far away from home. Then Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. As children, you and I spend endless days of fun, and winter's snow or summer's golden sun. We fished in silver streams. The fabric of my dreams was fashioned by your loveliness, and so I have to say, Limerick, you're a lady, you're shining waters, tears of joy that flow. The beauty I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. And Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. The gift that time has made to travelers on their way, seeking out the beauty of our land. A shrine where children play and bells ring out to say, thank God we're living just to feel the freedom of each day. Limerick, you're a lady, your shining waters, tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. And Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. And Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. Life is leading us to different places. When you're gone, I don't know what I'll do. I will learn to smile at other faces, but part of me will always be in love with you. Where another year will find me, gone will be the lovely thing we knew. But each starry night will still remind me, and part of me will always be in love with you. Part of me will always be wherever you are, wanting you so, although we're apart. Part of me will never let your memory get very far away from me. You'll always be in my heart. Father lets me learn to kiss me sweetly, and darling, when I find somebody new, I will make believe I'm hers completely. What part of me will always be in love with you? Part of me will always be wherever you are, wanting you so, although we're apart. Part of me will never let your memory get away from me, you'll always be in my heart. And part of me will always be in love with you. 18 yellow roses came today. 18 yellow roses in a pretty bouquet. When the boy came to the door, I didn't know what to say. But 18 yellow roses came today. I opened up the card to see what it said. I couldn't believe my eyes when I read, though you belong to another, I love you anyway. Yes, 18 yellow roses came today. I never doubted your love for a minute. I always thought that you would be true. But now this box and the flowers in it, I guess there's nothing left for me to do. But ask beneath the boy that's done this thing, see if he's made plans to buy you a ring. 'Cause 18 yellow roses will wilt and die one day, but a father's love will never fade away. Yes, a father's love will never fade away. I saw a man today who said he talked to you not so long ago, I think a month or two. As my mind raced back in time, I pray, oh Lord, don't let it show he thinks I forgot you 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and I still feel the same. Why did he have to mention your name? I'm as broken up inside as if it's been a week or so. It takes a mighty strong love to keep a man thinking of a girl he hasn't seen since 15 years ago. I've got a lovely wife who thinks the world of me. Promised her my love through all eternity. I've tried hard to make her happy, and so far she doesn't know I can't shake this thing from 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and I still feel the same. Why did he have to mention your name. I'm as broken up inside as if it's been a week or so. It takes a mighty long time to get a real love off your mind. I know I've tried since 15 years ago. Where are you going tonight, Marianne? What time are you coming home? You sure look pretty in your new satin dress. I miss you the minute you're gone. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be on my knees the minute I turn out the light. I pray that the sweet dreams I'm having of you don't turn into nightmares tonight. And I love you come hell or high water. I know you can't help what you do. I wonder, am I part-time crazy? Or am I full-time? Where are you going tonight, Marianne? I'll leave a light in the hall. It's better to know that you're mine now and then than to never have known you at all. So I'll go on living my life just for you. Love me whenever you can. You're not a one-man woman, but I'm just a one-woman man. And I love you come hell or high water. And I know you can't help what you do. I wonder, am I part-time crazy? Or am I full-time? I love you come hell or high water. And I know you can't help what you do. I wonder, am I part-time crazy? Or am I full-time? Or am I full-time? Or am I full-time? You got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You got me dreaming those dreams again, thinking those things again. I've gotta take you back just one more time. But I swore the last time that you let me down that I wouldn't see you if you came around. But I can't tell my heart what's right or wrong. And it's been so lonely here since you've been gone. You got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You got me dreaming those dreams again, thinking those things again. I gotta take you back just one more time. tells me that I'm a fool, that I never should have put my faith in you. Way down deep inside, I guess I know it's true, but no one else could make me feel the way you do. You got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You got me dreaming those dreams again, thinking those things again. I've gotta take you back just one more time. From his window he watches his people come and go on their way, rushing to catch the train homeward, as he often did in his day. He remembers the dark of the mornings, days when he worked in the rain, the good times, the bad times, the friends that he knew. He'll never see them again. A night when the streets are deserted, except for the takeaway signs. He thinks of the man that he worked with, on the buildings, the roads, and the mines. The girl that he met in the Galtymore, thought he might make her his own. Maybe if there'd been less drinking, he wouldn't have wound up alone. Peace for purple when put to the test, A's for always doing your best. D's for doing if it can be done, and D's for drinking when working was done. Y's for yearning to see home again, proud to be Irish and hard-working men. Paddy, remember, though your day is done, you're the rock that England stands on. He can never explain just what happened. Years seem to pass like a day. Was it the rain or the shovel took the strength from his limbs away? Sometimes he thinks of the boring that led from his house to the lane, and the fields that he worked with his father. He'll never see them again. E's for purple when put to the test, A's for always doing your best. D's for doing if it can be done, and D's for drinking when working was done. Y's for yearning to see home again, proud to be Irish and hard-working men. Paddy, remember, though your day is done, you're the rock that England stands on. As he makes his way back to the shelter, rain starts to fall on the ground. A young man just in from Cork City asks him where work can be found. He said, son, take a long look at Paddy, and remember whatever you do, this broken old man that you're seeing was once a young fella like you. E is for purple when put to the test, A is for always doing your best. D is for doing if it can be done, and D is for drinking when working was done. Y is for yearning to see home again, proud to be Irish and hard-working man. And you remember that your day is done, you're the rock that England stands on. He got here red and wrinkled, scared and crying. Then she took him up and held him to her breast. And he sure was glad to get what Mama offered. Then he went to sleep and put his fears to rest. It didn't seem to matter what he needed. He could always count on Mama to supply. And regardless of the sleep she might be losing, he always found a twinkle in her eye. There ought to be a hall of fame for mamas, creation's most unique and precious pearls. Heaven help us always to remember that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. She taught him all the attributes of greatness that she knew he couldn't learn away from home. And by the time she'd worn the cover off her Bible, her hair was gray and her little man was gone. There ought to be a hall of fame for mamas, creation's most unique and precious pearls. Heaven help us always to remember that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Yes, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Lights in the harbor don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship adrift on the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. How did I lose you? Oh, where did I fail? Why did you leave me? Always to sail this sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue, oh come here to me. take me and keep me away from the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak, sea of heartbreak, the sea of heartbreak. Come from miles around to hear them play a melody. Beneath the stars, my 10 guitars will play a song for you. And if you're with the one you love, this is what you do. Oh, dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. And pretty soon you'll know just where you are. In the eyes of love, you see 1,000 stars. When you dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. Guitars are made for love, my band of men will always say. So give them all a pretty girl and they will start to play. Beneath the stars, my 10 guitars will play a song for you. And if you're with the one you love, this is what you do. Oh, dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. And pretty soon you'll know just where you are. In the eyes of love, you see 1,000 stars. When you dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. Oh, dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. And pretty soon you'll know just where you are. In the eyes of love, you see 1,000 stars. When you dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. When you dance, dance, dance to my 10 guitars. When all your loves have ended, when all your friends have flown, who'll be around to want you? When all your loves have gone, only a fool would do it after the way you've done. But how many fools would have you? I know one. This fool keeps wondering why he fell in love at all. But you might leave this fool around in case you fall. After the party's over and you've had your fill of fun, if you need a fool to forgive you, I know one. you might be lonely when all your loves have missed. It wouldn't hurt to keep an extra fool on your list. After your heart's been broken and you need a place to run, if you take a fool who loves you, I know one, I know one. The judge said, stand up, lad, and dry up your tears. You're sentenced to Dartmoor for 21 years. So dry up your tears, dear, and kiss me goodbye. The best friends must part now, so must you and I. I hear the train coming, 'twill be here at 9 to take me to Dartmoor to serve up my time. I look down the railway and plainly I see you're standing there waving your goodbyes to me. 6 months have gone by now, I wish I was dead. This dark dreary dungeon and a stone for my bed. It's raining, it's hailing, the moon gives no light. Now won't you tell me, dear, why you never write? I've counted the days, dear, I've counted the nights. I've counted the footsteps, I've counted the lights. I've counted the raindrops, I've counted the stars. I've counted a million of these prison bars. I've waited, I've trusted, I've longed for the day. A lifetime so lonely, my hair's turning gray. My thoughts are for you, dear, till I'm out of my mind. For 21 years is a mighty long time. For 21 years is a mighty long time. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In the wake of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell, when there be not a trace left behind? But I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You got reason aplenty for going, this I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you, every song in my head dies a morning. Without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Well, I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You think we've come much too far together to just give up and say words like goodbye? After all that we've been through with one another, I still believe that old loves never die. The least that we can do is talk it over and consider giving our love one more try. I think we owe that much to one another, and I still believe that old loves never die. If our love dies, it won't go to heaven, 'cause it's already been there all the time. If you must go, I hope that you remember I still believe that old loves never die. If our love dies, it won't go to heaven, 'cause it's already been there all the time. If you must go, I hope that you remember I still believe that old loves never die. The moonlight on the Shannon is a sight to see. The sunlight on Killarney's lakes means home, sweet home to me. of nature's many blessings on this emerald isle. I'd give them all for the love light in your Irish eyes, to stroll again through Antrim's glens and see the waterfall, or sleep beneath the mystic hills in dear old Donegal, to walk the shores of Erin and hear the seagulls cry, but most of all to look into your lovely Irish eyes, to hear again those Shandon bells ringing heavenly beside the laughing waters of the lovely Lee, or listen to the ocean and the wind that sighs, but most of all to look into your smiling Irish eyes. In dreams I see your angel wings that aches my lonely heart. The memory when I told you we would have to part. I can't forget that morning when we said goodbye. I can't forget the teardrops in your Irish eyes. I love you and I need you, lovely Irish eyes. The tears have all been shed now, we've said our last goodbyes. His soul's been blessed, he's been laid to rest, and it's now I feel alone. He was more than just my father, my teacher, my best friend, and he'll still be heard in the tunes we share when I play them on my own. And I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, the old man. As a boy he'd take me walking by mountain, field and stream, and he'd show me things not known to kings, a secret between him and me, like the colors of the pheasant as he rises in the dawn, or how to fish or make a wish beside a fairy tree. And I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, the old man. I thought he lived for He seems so big and strong, but the minutes fly and the years roll by for a father and a son. And suddenly when it happened, there was so much left unsaid. No second chance to tell him thanks for everything he'd done. And I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on. And I miss him, the old man. She's a barmaid in a West Texas dance hall, and she's there every night till it closes. And the cowboys pay for the jukebox, and she plays San Antonio Rose. Well, I know her life ain't been easy, nor the lines on her face say it all. But she still is a beautiful woman in the lights of the Texas dance hall. But she won't sit down at your table, and I know that you can't hold her hand. She won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man. Well, he's hard and he's scarred and he's graying, and he's stoned most all of the time, and he drinks at a dark corner table, and he waits there until closing time. So she won't sit down at your table, and I know that you can't hold her hand. She won't go home with you, cowboy. She's in love with the rodeo man. She's in love with the rodeo man. I knew the stakes were high right from the start, and when she dealt the cards I bet my heart I've just found a game that I can play. This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun, setting on the things I wish I'd done. It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. We've been in and out of love and in between, and now we face the final showdown scene. As the credits roll, a sad song starts to play. This is where the cowboy rides away, and my heart is sinking like the setting sun, setting on the things I wish I'd done. The last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away. The last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away. On a plane to Birmingham, leaving you was my plan. Then head on south by any means. Thought I might blend in round New Orleans, but when the plane got off the ground, I saw your face in a cloud, saw your tears out on the wing. I don't guess my heart was free to leave. Birmingham would have to wait for a little later date, and I said I'd see you later in New Orleans. But I knew my rambling ways had seen their better days. Suddenly I'd had a change in dream. Caught a plane from Birmingham, back in your arms is where I am. Sometimes we'd laugh and talk about the day I did the Birmingham Turnaround. Birmingham would have to wait for a little later date, and I said I'd see you later in New Orleans. I knew my rambling ways had seen their better days, and suddenly I'd had a change in dream. Caught a plane from Birmingham, back in your arms is where I am. Sometimes we'd laugh and talk about the day I did the Birmingham Turnaround. Why we laugh and talk about the day I did the Birmingham Turnaround. Saw the Golden Bridge of Frisco reflected in your loving eyes of blue. Saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa bend down to blow a kiss to you. I listened in awesome wonder as words of love came rolling from your tongue. And the way you make me feel, if I live to be 100, I'll die young. I'll die young. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. Life is like a ladder, and I'll dance on every rung. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. You brushed my cheeks and touched my lips, showed me all the rainbows in the sky. We built castles in the sea sand, kissed as they crumbled with the tide. He whispered as we walked away, words sweet as any love song ever sung. And the way you make me feel, if I live to be 100, I'll die young. I'll die young. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. Life is like a ladder, and I'll dance on every rung. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. I'll die young. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. Life is like a ladder, and I'll dance on every rung. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. I'll die young. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. Life is like a ladder, and I'll dance on every rung. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. If I live to be 100, I'll die young. Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else stood by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. A picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. Then suddenly I got that old-time feeling. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips will kiss you and hold you just the way I used to do. Oh, heaven only knows how much I'll miss you. I can't help it if I'm still in love still in love with you. My feet are here on Broadway this blessed harvest morn, but oh, the ache that's in them for the place where I was born. My weary hands are blistered from working cold and heat, but oh, to swing a scythe again through a field of Irish wheat. Had I the chance to wander back or own a king's abode, I'd sooner see the hawthorn tree down the old bog road. My mother died last springtime when Ireland's fields were green. The neighbors said her waking was the finest ever seen. There were snowdrops and primroses piled high beside her bed, and Farron's church was crowded when her funeral mass was read. But here was I on Broadway, just building bricks per load, when they carried out her coffin down the old bog road. Now life's a weary puzzle, past finding out by man. I'll take the day for what it's worth and do the best I can. Since no one cares a rush for me, what need for me to moan? I'll go my way and draw my pay and smoke my pipe alone. Each human heart must know its grief, so bitter be the load. So God be with you, Ireland, and the old bog road. So God be with you, Ireland, and the old bog road. Hello, Mr. DJ, won't you play a song for me? The girl I love just said goodbye, and I'm blue as I can be. Oh, please, Mr. DJ, play that song I heard you play, and send it out to someone who broke my heart today. You won't have to call her name, she'll know it's meant for her. Play me that song of sadness, and I'll be grateful to you, sir. Oh, please, Mr. DJ, play that song I heard you play, and send it out to someone who broke my heart today. You won't have to call her name, she'll know it's meant for her. Play me that song of sadness, and I'll be grateful to you, sir. Oh, please, Mr. DJ, play that song I heard you play, and send it out to someone who broke my heart today. And send it out to someone who broke my heart today. Far across yonder blue lies a true fairyland, with the sea rippling over the shingle and sand, where the gay honeysuckle is luring the bee, and the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. Sure, if only you knew by the light of the moon turns a blue Irish lake to a silver lagoon, you'd imagine the picture of heaven it would be, where the green glens of Antrim are welcoming me. Soon I hope to return to my own cushioned hall. 'Tis the one place for me that can outshine them all. Sure, I know every stone, I recall every tree, where the green glens of Antrim are heaven to me. Sure, I'd be where the people are simple and kind, and among them there's one that's been eye on my mind. Oh, I pray that the world would in peace let me be, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Why my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. All day long while I'm working in town, my mind slows down to a crawl. When I'm not thinking about you, I'm checking the clock on the wall. Then it's goodbye factory and hello love with a smile across my face. Then I'm back in the arms of your sweet love, where my mind has been all day. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Why my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Why my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. Every night you make my daydreams come true. Storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times will pass with the wind. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. You followed me down so many roads, baby. I picked wildflowers and sung you soft, sad songs. And every road we took, God knows our search was for the truth. And the storm brewing now won't be the last. Storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times will pass with the wind. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. Storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times will pass with the wind. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me. And these last few days I've been afraid I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories and singing songs that make me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. 'cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. Yes, and I have tried and I've kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they've withered now, they're gone. But I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands are shaking, the kisses flow, and I will disappear. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I wander today to the hills, Maggie, to watch the scene below. The creek and the creaking old mill, Maggie, like we used to long, long ago. Now the green grove is gone from the hills, Maggie, where once the daisies sprung, and the creaking old mill is still, Maggie, since you and I were young. They say I am feeble with age, Maggie, my steps are much slower than then. My face is a well-written page, Maggie, and time all alone was the pen. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as faded as songs that we've sung. But to me you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated as songs that we sung. But to me you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I and I were young. I sold my farm to take my woman where she longed to be. We left our kin and all our friends back there in Tennessee. I bought those one-way tickets she had often begged me for, and they took us to the streets of Baltimore. Her heart was filled with laughter when she saw those city lights. She said the prettiest place on earth was Baltimore at night. Well, a man feels proud to give his woman what she's longing for, and I kinda liked the streets of Baltimore. I got myself a factory job. I ran an old machine. I bought a little cottage in a neighborhood street. And every night when I came home with every muscle sore, she would drag me through the streets of Baltimore. I tried hard to bring her back to where she used to be, but I soon learned to love those bright lights more than she loved me. Well, I'm a-going back on that same train that brought me here before, while my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. While my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. Yes, my baby walks the streets of Baltimore. You place gold on my finger. He brought love like I'd never known. You gave life to our children, and to me our reason to go on. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, You're my best friend. When I need hope and inspiration, you're always strong. When I'm tired and weak, I could search the whole world over, you'd still be everything that I need. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend. Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky and the rocks reach the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to the land where life is a song, and stand where the birds fill the air with their joys all day long, where the trees sway in time, and even the wind sings in tune, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is through. Come by the hills to the land where legend remains, where stories of old stir the heart and may yet come again, where the past has been lost and the future has still to be won, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Rain is falling softly on the buildings and the cars. I said goodbye to city folks, department stores and bars. The lights of town are at my back, my heart is full of scars, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. Oh yes, I'm gonna be a country boy again, with an old brown dog on a big front porch and rabbits in the pen. I tell you, all the lights on Broadway don't amount to an acre of green, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. Spent some time in studying, I've taken my degrees. I memorized my formulae, my A's and B's and C's. But what I learned came long ago, and not from such as these. So I'm gonna be a country boy again. Oh yes, I'm gonna be a country boy again, with an old brown dog and a big front porch and rabbits in the pen. I tell you, all the lights on Broadway don't amount to an acre of green, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. I wandered in the hearts of men looking for a sign, a way I might learn happiness, I might know peace of mind. The only one that taught me was the south wind through the pines, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. Oh yes, I'm gonna be a country boy again, with an old brown dog and a big front porch and rabbits in the pen. I tell you, all the lights on Broadway don't amount to an acre of green, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. Oh yes, I'm gonna be a country boy again, with an old brown dog and a big front porch and rabbits in the pen. I tell you, all the lights on Broadway don't amount to an acre of green, and I'm gonna be a country boy again, and I'm gonna be a country boy again. Life is what you make it, it's all up to you. Take it or leave it, be happy or blue. Don't hang around with a frown on your face. Life is what you make it, there's no time to waste. Try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. When you see trouble, just turn around and run. Life is what you make it, so make it some fun. Life is what you make it, so make it a song. Sing something cheerful when everything is wrong. Chase all those rainbows you captured, and soon life is what you make it, so reach for the moon. Try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. Ride on the roundabout, swing on the swing. Life is what you make it, a wonderful thing. Kick up the sunshine when you see the rain. Soon Mr. Sun will be shining again. And when your new love no longer loves you, life is what you make it, find somebody new. Try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. Reach for the stars, greet the world with a smile. Life is what you make it, so make it worthwhile. The warden led the prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. Let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning when a choir from up the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs, and I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Won't you sing me back home with a song I used to hear? Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Won't you sing me back home before I die? If it brings you happiness, then I wish you both the best. It's your happiness that matters most of all. But if he ever breaks your heart, if the teardrops ever start, I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Though it hurts to let you go, darling, I want you to know that I'll stand by you if ever you should call. And if I should ever hear that he made you shed a tear, I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. I'll be there anytime you need me by your side to drive away every teardrop that you cried. And if he ever leaves you blue, just remember I love you, and I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Be there anytime you need me by your side to drive away every teardrop that you cried. And if he ever leaves you blue, just remember I love you, and I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over, and tomorrow starts the same old thing again. What a crazy, crazy party. Never seen so many people laughing, dancing. Look at you, you're having fun. But look at me, I'm almost crying. Couldn't keep our love from dying. Misery, 'cause for me the party's over. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, party's over, and tomorrow starts the same old thing again. Once I had a love undying, couldn't keep it, wasn't trying. Life for me was just one party, and then another. Broke her heart so many times, had to have my party wine. Then one day she said, sweetheart, the party's over. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over, and tomorrow starts the same old thing again. Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over, and tomorrow starts the same old thing again. And tomorrow starts the same old thing again. Working all night and the sun don't shine, trying to get by, but I'm just killing time. I feel the rain fall the whole night through, far away from you, California blue, California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do. California blue. Every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you, California blue. Sunshiny day, I get back again. Somehow, some way, but I don't know when. California blue, California blue. living my life with you on my mind, thinking of things that I left far behind. It's been so long, doing all I can do to get back to you. California blue, California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do. California blue, every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you. California blue, some sunny day I get back again. Somehow, some way, but I don't know when. California blue, California blue, still missing you. California blue, still missing you. California blue, still missing you. California blue. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our crap cars down on Main Street. But we like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like holding hands and picturing words. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy like the hippies out on San Francisco do. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse. White lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus, and the kids here still respect the college dean. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse. White lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse in Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA.
I've got
got a long list of real good reasons for all the things I've done. I've got a picture in the back of my mind of what I've lost and what I've won. I've survived every situation, knowing when to freeze and when to run. And regret is just a memory written on my brow, and there's nothing I can do about it now. I've got a wild and a restless spirit. I held my price through every deal. I've seen the fire of a woman scorned turn her heart of gold to steel. I've got the song of the voice inside me set to the rhythm of the wheel. And I've been dreaming like a child since the cradle broke the bow, and there's nothing I can do about it now. Running through the changes, going through the stages, coming around the corners of my life. Leaving doubt to fate, staying out too late, waiting for the moon to say goodnight. I could cry for the time I've wasted, but that's a waste of time and tears. And I know just what I'd change if I went back in time somehow, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Running through the changes, going through the stages, coming around the corners of my life. Leaving doubt to fate, staying out too late, waiting for the moon to say goodnight. I could cry for the time I've wasted, well, that's a waste of time and tears. And I know just what I'd change if I went back in time somehow, and there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm forgiven everything that forgiveness will allow, and there's nothing I can do about it now. In Dublin town there lives a girl fairer than the flower I'm wearing. Rose Donahue, all fresh and new, and I love her past all caring. And there she goes, my rings and rose, in God's garden there's none rarer. And there she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. Sweet 17, my seamstress queen, she'd no bigger than a thimble, soft satin skin, sweet Arab's grin. Sure she makes the world look simple. Dublin town has seemed none fairer. The yards of lace, you walk with grace, and the golden ring she's asking, sailing slow, but still I know that our love is everlasting. And there she goes, my rings and rose, in God's garden there's none rarer. And there she goes, my rings and rose. Dublin town has seen none fairer. The rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Tonight I'm sad, my heart is weary, wondering if I'm wrong or right. About you, though you've left me, but I wonder where you are tonight. The rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Your heart was cold, you never loved me, though you often said you cared. And now you've gone to find another, someone who knows the love I shared. The rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. For fame and for fortune, I've wandered the earth, but now I've returned to the land of my birth. I brought back my treasures, but only to find they're less than the pleasures I first left behind. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen. The days of my childhood, I see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. stream by the road sings like my going by. The lark overhead wings a welcoming cry. The lake where the trout fly once more I will see. For it's there that my heart lies, it's there I must be. Kind faces will meet me and welcome me in. Oh, how they'll greet me all back home again. This night round the fireside, old songs will be sung. At last I'll be hearing my own mother tongue. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen. The days of my childhood, I see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. For these are my mountains, I'm going home. Big Sam left Seattle in the year of '92. George Pride, his partner, and his brother Billy too. They crossed the Yukon River and found the Bonanza Gold below that old white mountain just a little southeast of Nome. Sam crossed the majestic mountain to the valley down below. He talked to a team of huskies as he mussed on through the snow. The northern lights were burning wild in the land of the midnight sun. Yes, Sam McCall was a mighty man in the year of '91. When the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. George turned to Sam with his gold in his hand. He said, Sam, you're looking at a lonely, lonely man. I trade all the gold that's buried in this land for one small band of gold that plays on sweet little Jenny's hand. For a man needs a woman to love him all the time. Remember, Sam, that true love is so hard to find. I built for my Jenny a honeymoon home below that old white mountain just a little southeast of Nome. When the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. I'm traveling this highway to nowhere, 'cause I can't find the road to your heart. This old road is so rough and so rocky, I get lost on the highway to your heart. highway to nowhere keeps calling. Your heart's at the end of the line, but I always get lost on the detour. I guess I don't understand the signs. I've traveled this highway so long now, but I know I'm no closer to your heart. Down this long, lonesome road I keep traveling, though I know I've been lost from the start. This highway to nowhere I'll follow. The road stops but I'll keep searching on, and tomorrow I'll be back where I started. It's the highway to nowhere that I'm on. This highway to nowhere I'll follow. The road stops but I'll keep searching on, and tomorrow I'll be back where I started. It's the highway to nowhere that I'm on. Darling, let's turn back the years and go back to yesterday. Let's pretend that time has stopped and I didn't go away. We had our love to make us happy. It wasn't meant to bring us tears. Love like ours should never die. So darling, let's turn back the years. Darling, let's turn back the years and go back to yesterday. Let's pretend that time has stopped and I didn't go away. We had our love to make us happy. It wasn't meant to bring us tears. Love like ours should never die. So darling, let's turn back the years. Darling, let's turn back the years and go back to yesterday. Let's pretend that time has stopped and I didn't go away. Darling, let's turn back the years and go back to yesterday. Let's pretend that time has stopped and I didn't go away. Let's pretend that time has stopped and I didn't go away. All I want is an old-fashioned girl who can lead me to a newfangled world. Just a sweetheart who can set me a whirl. All I want is an old-fashioned girl. I don't care if she's pretty, she could be, I guess, as long as her feet are on the ground. I can't love anybody with their head in the clouds, and lately that's the only kind I've found. I don't care if she dresses fancy or plain, as long as there's goodness in her soul. She knows where she's going and where I'm coming from. We can grow close, not just old. All I want is an old-fashioned girl who can lead me to a newfangled world. Just a sweetheart who can set me a world. All I want is an old-fashioned girl. I just want her to love me through good times and bad, and be there beside me, right or wrong. So now I'm committed to biding my time until that someone special comes along. All I want is an old-fashioned girl who can lead me to a newfangled world. Just a sweetheart who can set me a world. All I want is an old-fashioned girl. Just a sweetheart who can set me a world. All I want is an old-fashioned girl. Think I go out to Alberta, where there's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I can go to working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through this 100 times or more. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and as things are looking good, you could meet me if I send you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do, and those winds sure can blow cold way out there. Or strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all these things that don't change, come what may. But the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. What we've been through that 100 times or more. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm never back this way. I'm sitting in my English home, surrounded by dear friends, with all that wealth and title can bring. But I seem to be ungrateful to God as goodness brings. The many gifts an exile's hard to cheer. While my heart is far from here, I could never be at rest. I ne'er can call this country my abode. For my heart keeps going westward with every passing dream, to that cottage on the old Dungannon Road. You know I'm tired of this city life with all its wealth and sin. Indeed, when I lay down my heavy load, just to live in peace and comfort the remainder of my days, in that cottage on the old Dungannon Road. Noises made by lightning, fire and steam. I'm dazzled by the fierce electric light. The foghorns blow the engines to the locomotive scream. Their familiar sounds to me both day and night. Ah, but give me back the quiet patch of my dear old Tyrone, the music of black water as it flows, and to kiss the path so hollow by the names of few and known, in that cottage on the old Dungannon Road. You know I'm tired of this city life with all its wealth and sin. Indeed, when I lay down my heavy load, just to live in peace and comfort the remainder of my days, in that cottage on the old Dungannon Road. In that cottage on the old Dungannon Road. Are you going across to Ireland? Will you take me in your car? I'm sure you'll find my conversation sound. I can pay my way entirely, I'll enjoy your company. Pick me up at any Tipperary town. Sure, this Castle Tip and Laura, Old Bar is Auchlageen. You can't lead me where I've never been before. In Roscrea, Dundrum or Kerry, in Thurles or Clonmel, or my birthplace by the town of Templemore. Keep me on the road to Nina, near the rippling Shannon call, where the Ira Mountains join the silver mine. I'd be happy to encare where the gaudy shadows fall. I'm at home in any Tipperary town. I'll relive again the memories of times I used to know, when I let the wandering thoughts invade my mind. There's that little town of Limmy I left so long ago. How I rue the day I left them all behind. Meet me on the road to Nina, near the rippling silent calm, where the Ira Mountains join the silver mines. I'd be happy to in care, where the gauzy shadows fall. I'm at home in any Tipperary town. There's a storm across the valley, the clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on his shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of its wheels just makes him colder. He's an hour away and riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road have barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes they're so far, feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's Owen used to tell him, how did you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, the sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes they're so far, feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. All the time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers feathers soft upon me. The kissing that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness just living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes me warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again.